Hell yeah, thanks for watching us and rocking with us.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Watching and rocking on a rockin' summer fiasco.
Yes, summer fiasco.
10-year anniversary.
That's right. I'm Jammer.
9-year anniversary, whatever.
And he's Shagdog.
Oh yeah. We're doing Sam Adams Porch.
I really
rocker.
hate those bottle openers.
That's how we're rocking. 76 by Beer Advocate. Considered a fruit and field beer. It's 4.5% ABV. And it's a rotating season of a Boston Beer Company.
Boston Beer Company. Now, is that a really good name, or is that just a...
Boston Beer Company?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I mean, it flows pretty good.
Yeah, and it represents the area, I guess.
And you're going to get a lot of people just because Boston, you know, people from Boston, people who used to live there,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But, you know, in general. All right, this beer was inspired by a German cyclist who mixed beer with lemon lime flavors after a tough ride after a tough ride. In Porch Rocker, we brewed the Golden Hells combined with a smooth, effervescent lemon lime taste that kicked the heat out of any summer day.
Oh, so it's like a Radler.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, and a fruit field beer on Beer Advocate.
Boy, doesn't that look really golden and crisp and clean and clear?
Why, yes.
Yeah, that really does look clear. Doesn't it?
I bet you it's not as good as that German one we had a couple weeks ago. Might be very lemony, limey.
Yeah. Very much a lemon lime type.
But with that Sam Adams flair of
hops.
or...
Alright, I'm ready to give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
I've smelled it, looked at it, I'm ready to drink
I'm ready. We're ready to conquer. We came and saw, we'll conquer. Vidi vidi vici, right?
Yeah. Well, it's sweet. And it has like an artificial lemon lime flavor. And corn.
Right.
Corn!
I do taste corn. As the years go by, you really hate fucking corn. Huh?
I don't like it in the beer. I like corn. I like corn on the cob. I like roasted corn.
Well, there's some beer companies
corn.
that know how to really brew beer, like Miller.
That really makes it taste corny.
Yeah, they know how to make corn beer.
And then they get this corny flavor. I mean,
yeah, and this compared to the Radler we had actually there's from Germany, this is a 4.5%. That was a typical Radler, like 3.5 is like a light.
See, here's the problem. You were talking about Ireland never becoming a big beer company, all that kind of stuff like that. Yeah. And I agree to a degree because it's never going to be huge.
Right.
Speaking of huge, the guy who did that CL whatever commercials, it's going to be huge.
Oh, he died.
He died.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is they can't become huge because if they become huge, they'll have to cheapen everything down.
You got to make huge.
And guess what? They cheapen it down. They become Boston Beer Company.
Yeah.
Boston Beer Company in the beginning didn't use a bunch of adjuncts and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, look at them. They're using adjuncts.
Right. And we had this once before. It's been so many years, I can't remember.
I can't stand this. Very disappointing.
Very corny. With a lemony lime taste.
Yeah.
It's like a corn beer.
Yeah.
And if I knew this as a Radler, I don't even like Radlers. I'd rather have a German Radler if I'm having a Radler. Don't try to make a German beer if you're an American company.
And especially if you're not going to use German ingredients.
Yeah, if you're going to try to make American or German style beer, please use the regular high school ingredients and German, the malts and hops and everything they use. Please don't make a German beer style like all hopped up American crazy.
Yeah, the lemon lime tastes artificial. It's sweet, and then it has corn flavor in there from the adjunct.
I like to make my own radler.
Not very clean.
I want to buy a German Hellslager and get like a lemon lime soda, like 7-Up or Sprite, half and half, and see if it tastes better or something like this.
What you get is you get one of those craft soda that does a lemon lime with real lemon juice, real lime juice, soda.
Right.
With real cane sugar.
Really, you don't even need that. You can just get club soda and just squeeze real lemon and lime juice in there.
Yeah, club soda and that. Yeah. That would be fine. Because then you're not making it super sweet, and you're not, it's more.
Get real juice and.
Mm-hmm.
I would never go bicycling and drink this shit.
No, if I was going to do a bicycle ride, I'd go get a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Like that guy. Remember? We're in Louisiana. Off of Duval.
No. Bourbon.
Bourbon.
You got Key West. New Orleans mixed
I got a Key West state of mind.
Alright.
And then I'm in.
Yeah, I like Key West. The only thing about Key West is the hotels are expensive as hell.
That is true.
And then they have a lot of hospice,
and they don't have the character as like you got that hotel in New Orleans. It had character because we were right across from the old Howard Johnson that got people killed from.
Right.
I mean, you picked the good. I mean, right there in the same neighborhood where those people got killed.
Parking lot right across from us. Some guy's getting his wheel.
Getting the boot.
We recorded that.
Yeah.
That was good times.
Rooster and the Chicken Hawks.
Yep.
Like Chris Owens. And then that other band that was pretty good. That other bar.
Yeah, I can't remember. They were playing like Survivor and a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, the lead singer looked like the lead singer from Survivor.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if that was him?
Could have been.
He just came down to mingle with the peasants.
Yeah. With a different band.
Yeah.
Could have been, actually.
Hey guys, you want to see something funny? I'll go out there and sing for y'all, and be your front man, your lead singer.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I would do that shit.
If I was a star too, yeah. Look at what's her name, Jewel. When she went to a karaoke bar, she dressed up like a nerd, brown hair wig, and kind of savior. But and she's rocking it though, like, oh, this girl's good. Even though she's kind of ugly, she got a nice body and a voice. No bit.
Yeah.
And then they realized it's a real Jewel. Yeah, I'd do the same thing. If I was famous, I'd let me dress up.
But I would do it and not let anybody know.
Yeah, I wouldn't let anybody know afterwards.
I'd go in there and film it.
I'd wait for 10 years later.
Yeah. I would film it and I'd put it on YouTube and everything, but I would never, This girl was great, She sounds just like Jewel.
Yeah.
I would put it on there as YouTube.
Right.
And see how much play that video got.
Now she can never do that again. Because they're going to, I think that's Jewel. I think that is the real Jewel. But she can never do that again.
See, I would go out there and take videos, and then I'd post them as a nobody.
Right.
And claim, hey, this person sounds just like Jammer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember the lead singer of Survivor died a couple of years after we started doing the beer review.
There's a lot of people that passed away. That
Jimmy Jameson. He's almost got like a name like yours, Jammer. Jameson.
And you think about it, you say, my God, those people are dying. It's terrible.
That's life.
And you grew up with them, basically.
Oh yeah, well, you're getting closer to death when people that were stars when you were a teenager start kicking the bucket. You're like, holy shit, I got like 10, 20 years.
Or you realize how old they are.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, he's what, 70?
Yeah. Well, you look at a lot of the singers from the 80s, they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s, yeah, depending,
I mean, look at you look at any band that started and was big in the 80s, most likely they were 20-something then.
Yeah.
So you go from the 80s to now, 40 years?
Right.
So they had to be at least 20, so they're in their 60s.
Right. I mean, there might have been a couple young ones that were like 18, 19, 20, 84, 85, 86, 87, maybe. Like Warren DeMartini was like 18 years old when Round and Round came out, end of 83 or whatever, 84, whatever it was. But So, 94, 2004, 30, almost 30 years, 94, 2004, 14, almost 40 years later, 40 and 18. He's about 58, 59, going on 58, 57, 58. He's a young one compared to some of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, someone like Madonna, she's about what, mid 50s?
Late 60s.
Early 60s, mid 50s, yeah, somewhere around there, late 50s. Yeah, a lot of them. Man, I don't even know how they're on tour still. They're in their 60s still touring.
Well, there's people, a lot of country people that are in their 70s, and they're still touring.
A lot of these R&B guys from the 60s and 70s still touring. They got to be in their 70s and 80s.
Yeah. I mean, that tells you, one, you know they have enough money by now. You know, even if they experience some detrimental stuff, they still have enough money.
At least by now, At least they don't need to spend their money on as much stuff as they used to.
And they're just doing it because they enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, keeping their songs alive.
I'll be there. You know, those guys, Commodores or whoever, you know.
Commodores,
I know a lot of them don't have all the original members.
What is it?
Commodores, and then what's the one that...
It starts with a T, doesn't it?
Yeah, Temptations.
Temptations.
Yeah.
Temptations.
Yeah.
Platters.
The Beatles. Wouldn't it be great if John Lennon never died and they came out, they got back together like mid-80s and made a rockin' ass fucking album?
Yeah, I don't know if they would ever came back.
You know, imagine mid-80s. John Lennon's like the Paul, you know what, I'm really digging this hair glam. They didn't call it hair metal back then. Glam or whatever, fuck, Candy Rock or whatever the hell they call it. I think we should do that, Paul. I think we could really do it. And they did it. And they actually came out with their hair all fucking, hair sprayed up. They got long hair.
Well, you know, they came out with songs that were ahead of the time back then. I mean, Helter Skelter and all them like that. Yeah. They were kind of like on the edge.
Revolution.
Yeah. You say you want a revolution. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to change the world.
But that would have been sweet if they came back together. Like, if he didn't die, they about 84, 85, it's like, man, Rat, Quiet Riot, all these bands. I think we could make a record like that.
No, I won't be.
They started talking like sleazy glam, LA shit. Girl came to LA off the bus. Yeah.
Suck my nut.
Yeah. The whole Fat Four took turns on her.
We ran a train.
Then we did the bird.
Yeah.
The bird is over.
The bird is over. Help the scatter. I say hello and you say goodbye.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Oh. I used to be cruel and beat my woman, kept her apart from the things that she loved. As I mean, but I'm changing my scene.
Did we grade this?
And I'm getting better.
Did we grade this?
Getting better.
I don't think we graded this.
All the time.
I don't think we graded this, did we?
I give this a C- and 3/4 of a swallow. Don't care for it. Disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not a big Rattler fan. Even some of the German ones, I don't see mixing lemon lime or a soda, with a beer. It doesn't make sense to me. Even for a bicycle, if I'm a bicyclist, just give me Gatorade or a hydrate drink. Why do I want beer with a fruity drink? Yeah.
Well, Gatorade is a fruity drink.
I know, but do I want to? If I'm riding 40 miles on a bike,
what are you going to get? Glacier White.
Whatever. Well, not fruity. I'm talking about with alcohol. Something with alcohol. I don't want nothing with alcohol on a bike. I'm in a bike race.
Why not?
Because I'm trying to.
Alcohol actually deadens the pain.
Yeah, we saw how much pain it deadened a couple of times we did our rides, and we took longer to come back than.
Yeah, but you weren't hurting.
No, but we took a lot of breaks and shit.
You were only hurting after you sobered up.
Right. Took us a long time to get back.
You know what's so funny is that I'm saying, hey, it's not too bad. It took 6 hours to do a 50-mile ride. People who bike on a regular basis. They do that in like 20 minutes.
Right. Maybe not 20 minutes.
I know, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, like an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah. They don't take that long at all.
Well, shit, a couple times we started, like 8 o'clock? 8, 9, and we didn't get done until like 5 at night. Yeah. Of course, we stopped and drank beer.
And we took our time. We weren't mostly riding just to have fun.
Yeah, enjoy nature.
Talking, making stories, watching people look at animal porn.
Well, shit, that first time we went, and Robert went with us, he was like crying the whole way. He's like, "Are we done? Can we turn around yet?" And then we stopped. We ordered one beer. But they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be a while for your food. Might as well get a picture." That was probably a mistake. So on the way back, little Robert's doing circles around. Come on, guys, let's take it. He got a second win, I guess.
No, he just knew it was an opportunity because he knew we weren't at our peak. Because at our peak, we were putting him in the ground.
Yeah. That's
the funny part. At our peak, we're putting him in the ground.
Right.
Now, we're not at our peak, but we're still better than what he was when he wasn't at his peak.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, that's true.
Because we were still more steady and more
determined
consistent.
to keep going. We weren't quitting.
Yeah. All right, and we weren't whining about it either, like he was.
Right. That's the difference between a man and a boy.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm ready to get past this one though.
Oof, that's a hard one to swallow.
I know. That's what she said. Hard one to swallow. Do it anyway. Look at it. Yeah. It's going to come up in a second.
I don't even call it a porch rocker. It felt like you just took a lick off the front porch.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're done.
Guess we're done with this one.
We're moving on.
Thanks to our viewers and subscribers.
Yeah, I was looking online the other day, and there was somebody that left a comment on some board that had referred to us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if you look up Spit or Swallow Beer Review, it might pop up. I did a search just to see where we were at, yeah. And it popped up, so I read the comment, and they said, "I love these guys. They're crazy. Sometimes they ramble, but, for the most part, they're really spot on,
It's
funny." I'm like, awesome. I'm glad people enjoy us.
Yeah, thank you.
I know. I enjoy myself.
I watch our video at least once.
I live it. I live the video.
Yeah, I mean, some of these videos I'm like, damn.
That's the funny part. When I was doing all the editing and everything, I'd watch them over and over again. I'd laugh at them and joke and all that stuff, and then I would send them to you and say, "Hey, check this out. Laugh at this, da 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 da." And then I would have watched the video probably 50 times by the time I posted it. Now that I'm living it and not having to edit it, I don't even watch them.
You don't give a shit.
I feel like a superstar. I don't watch my own material because, I just don't want that to affect my performance in the next video.
Right, that's true.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. I just didn't watch them.
It's hard to find time to watch your own videos. I can't even watch.
I can watch them sometimes at work or whatever like that.
I mean, I was at that girl's house a couple weeks ago and I watched a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's got to live with it because it's on her YouTube. But I was watching a couple of them.
Just subscriber?
No, I was gonna. But if she wasn't signed in. And, if you're not signed in, I guess as long as you don't erase your history or something, it's the same recommended videos pop up of what you've been watching, So, and it's on her TV through Wi-Fi, so I'm sure it's going to...
So, hey!
Thanks for bringing my flip-flops back.
She brought them back?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I went out to work that Monday morning, and they were on the hood of my car in the bag I had them in.
She brought them by here?
Yeah.
Wow, that was nice.
I texted her, thanks for bringing them back. She never responded, though. She's mad at me.
Yeah. I understand a little in a way.
I mean, as soon as I knew that I started doing the dirty talk stuff to her and she wasn't responsive to that, I knew it wasn't going to last after that.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, unfortunately, you are a person who likes to do the dirty talk.
Yeah.
I say unfortunately.
I didn't really.
But
I
I'm
don't
not
like
saying
it.
unfortunately, but most girls that you've been with,
Yeah.
they want you to slap them and
Well, and I like a little
choke
response
them,
back. That's what I
pull
like.
their hair.
If I say something to you, you better answer me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted, but I didn't get an answer.
Yeah. Or you call me daddy.
No, I was
Call me
like,
daddy, little girl.
how do you like this big thing? Then you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
spank
she's
that
like
ass.
looking at me like.
I'm gonna spank that
I was
ass.
like, huh? You like that big? She didn't say nothing. I was like, okay, she didn't like that.
Yeah. What if she didn't like? I mean, you don't know what she didn't like because you're confused. Because one, you're saying you like that big cock, and all right, you say that, but she doesn't say anything.
When?
Is it because she doesn't think your cock's big, or she doesn't like that, or is it because she doesn't like you saying that?
She doesn't like it in it.
Or doesn't like it in it, and she'd rather suck it, or I mean, it's really a confusing thing when you're a guy.
Right, and she told me the next day though she doesn't like dirty talk because she had a previous husband and did dirty talk and then ended up beating her. And she doesn't like it.
Well, it's not like you were beating her.
Well, not yet.
You wouldn't have beat her in
No. I had to slap her up a little bit
Yeah.
for fun if she enjoyed it.
I like how you say for fun.
For,
If she enjoyed
and both of us enjoyed it. Yeah.
it. I mean, I like to spank ass.
I mean, I never
pull
smacked a
hair.
girl at all in my life to my previous girlfriend.
Told you to choke her.
She told me to choke her and smack her. I was like, what? Smack her? And I didn't like it at first. I'm like, smack her while we're having sex. I'm like, oh my god, this is. But then I started getting into it. I'm like,
Yeah.
smack her right in the face that hard? No, not that hard.
While choking her.
But I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I like, do the gentle slaps.
Mm-hmm. Love taps.
Oh, shit.
You're pretty bad.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I never. But that made me more morbid. Right?
I don't know. I've always been kind of like spank that ass, pull that hair.
Smacking her ass and pulling a little hair I've done before, but never smacking a girl in her face.
No, not really so much in the face, but I mean, I would spank that ass. I would be like,
She liked getting smacked in the face.
I'd smack that ass hard enough to where it would leave a red mark.
I was like, what? I'd choke you.
I'll choke you all right. Get down here and put your mouth on it.
She liked that. And she liked being dirty.
All right, we're getting off the subject.
It's
terrible.
I did all three at the same time.
I'm thirsty.
Choke, slap, and dirty talk. You like that? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You like that? You little,
Yeah.
You little slut?
Yeah. Now call me daddy. Call me Poppy.
But then after she got sober, she didn't like that shit anymore. Like
No, because she's all, pent up then. It's like-
religious.
not religious, but so.
I'm a good person.
I'm a good person. I don't do that.
That was the drinking that made me do that.
Yeah. Well, drinking let
So
the
that-
true feeling out,
So I carried up your.
right?
Right.
And only so long will it go until, was it Mr. Jekyll?
Mr. Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Mr. Hyde comes out.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hyde
Mrs. Hyde, yeah.
comes out.
All right, I guess that'll do it for this one.
Yes.
Shagdog and Jammer.
10th anniversary of our summer fiasco.
Summer
Spectacular.
fiasco, yes.
We're just going down the line. We got a bunch of Samuel Adams. We got a bunch of other stuff. We're just going to try to do as many as we can. Hopefully, we'll see you in a little bit, guys. Thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking, and tinkling the bell.
Right. See you on the next one.
Stay tuned for all the latest and greatest videos of the Spinner Slaw Beer Review starring Shagdog and Jammer.